What's up, handsome?
Hey, you're looking good today too, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, you look good today, bro. I think
I had to shave, man. I was feeling like shit, man. So when you start feeling like shit, you try to make things. You clean the house, you try to clean yourself up a little bit.
Look good, feel good.
And I've
said this forever. Look good, feel good, right?
Look good, feel good.
Even though your whole life is in the dumps, you ain't got no money, you got no prospects, you got nothing good going for you.
I got a lot of potential.
As long as you shave and present, you'll be all right.
Be all right. What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gabby G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host, as always, Brian G. Garcia, along with my partner in misinformation, Brian Licata. And this is by far, what happened? I got it right.
No, you said Brian G. Garcia.
Did I say that? Did I really say that?
I'm gonna cut it right here in the episode, and I'm gonna rewind it for everybody, and then I'll continue on. So right now, I want you to acknowledge that you just saw it.
I could have. It sounded good from my ears, man. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week when you are the best part of my week. Cheers to you.
Salud. You are.
I'm the best cat dad ever. I'm a best of a lot of things, according to my mugs. Mm-hmm. How am I just a struggling comedian? I'm the best at everything, but I'm a struggling comedian.
He's not a struggling comedian. He's struggling, and he's also a comedian.
Yeah, true indeed. I do well as a comedian. It's everything else I'm struggling at. You're right, dude. I never heard that put so proper. You summed it up. That's what's been going on lately on this show. A lot of things just get summed up quick. We've been summing up a lot of things quick.
Let's talk about the past couple episodes, bro. What do you think?
I was watching the last one we did with Mo, and I don't want to get killed. I don't want to die for this shit, man. But it's interesting. They've been interesting. What can I say, man? I've been having a rough week, dude. Every morning when I wake up, I'm already at least $300 in the hole.
Oh, man.
Every morning.
What's been going on?
Nothing, just piling up on bills and trying to fucking get shit settled. But, it is what it is, man. I'm not going to stress nothing. I'm here with you now, and we got things to talk about, So let's talk. I just read in the news just now before we came on, the New Jersey Diocese. The New Jersey Diocese agreed to pay $87.5 million in the settlement for a sex abuse suit that was filed by about 300 survivors. Shit is crazy.
Wow, dude.
It beat the record of 85 million, which was paid out.
Yo, dog. This is the one I was in, bro. This is the Diocese of Camden, dog.
Yeah, the Diocese of Camden.
Bro, I was an altar boy in the Diocese of Camden.
Which explains a lot of things now. So apparently you got some money coming in. We're going to start seeing some nice little bells and whistles added to the show. You got some money coming in, dog?
I'd be like, wow, that camera is really clear.
It's clear as hell. It's like I could touch you. Now I'll touch the screen and you'll be like, stop poking me.
Okay, here, bring this up.
87 million paid out. And 87 million.
Yeah, 87.5 million to settle claims involving clergy sex abuse with some 300 victims. Largest cash settlements involving the Catholic Church in the U.S.
That's not even $1 million a person.
Yeah.
But they talk about it in Jersey. Remember we were talking about them extending the
statute
time,
statute
of limitations.
Yeah.
They extended it to 55, or I think 7 years after you first come to realize that that's what happened to you. and it used to be 20 and 2 years.
Mm.
Because some people repress it. You know,
it's got to be so hard to prove, though. You can't prove that, you know.
Oh, that you had it repressed for all those years.
Yeah, like, oh, I mean, you just can't. I mean,
it's a loophole. Well, now you can prove it, because if they could find a friend or someone that you spoke to about it before that time, and it dates before.
It's not hard evidence, though, you know. Circumstantial, but yeah, you're right.
True.
I mean, you could convict on. Yeah, yes, yep, 100%.
Circumstantial evidence, man. 100%. What are you talking to over here?
From the 50s into the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's your time, baby. That's your time.
Filed the claim, and the bankruptcy could get $290,000.
And of course, they're all gonna get about $290,000 when it's all said and done.
Then the lawyers got to get their cut, right?
Well, no, I guess that's after their cut. You know, but it's hard to say. If 300 people, I mean,
what's the math on that?
You know, I don't know, man. That's
290.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's
a lot of fucked up people, and you know that's coming. They said as the first that's the largest settlement. The one before that was 85 million in Boston.
Yes, that was the one we were talking about a couple episodes ago.
Now, where are they getting all this money? And now they're all claiming bankruptcy too. Like they're all going to claim bankruptcy. They're putting these churches. Once they claim bankruptcy, the church is done. That's it.
No, I mean, bankruptcy is really just going to
allow them to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because the bankruptcy, you know, that is something that the company who they owe money to will use the bankruptcy as a write-off for their tax return to the Fed, right?
Oh, all right.
So then they won't collect, they won't come after you for the debt anymore, right? After 7 years, you'll be good off of it. But, you know, the reason that it's beneficial to the company is because they don't have to, you know, they can write that shit off on their taxes, you know?
All right. Well, big up to the people who won that lawsuit, man. The crazy thing is, I bet you there's still people going to those churches. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you still go to those churches, man? You know, like, you'd have to think everybody knew. You know, as far as the people who run the church, they know what's going on. They know, you know, I know what's going on in the businesses that I just fuck with. I know all the dirt and shit going on in the background, and I just fuck with those businesses. I'm not even a part of those businesses, you know? So you're saying you're a part of this institution, and through all these years, you didn't know what was going on from 1990s? Come
50s
on, man.
to the 90s.
50s to the 90s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
That's because everyone from 90s. The 40s is dead, you know?
Man, that's, yeah.
But shit, man.
And people still go to the church. It's like fucking Chris Kimback still going to the sauna with no shoes on, you know? You're just asking for it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if you got a good looking kid and you're sending him to Catholic school, man, I gotta be honest, man, like you kind of like just asking for it, man. Like, what do you think's gonna happen in there?
Yeah, I think my pop, he didn't want to send me to Catholic school. He didn't want to pay for it, but I think he knew that there was shit going on, you know?
I mean, I went to Catholic school, but I was an unmolestable child.
How so?
I just never was molested. And my mom's put me in every position to be molested, and nothing ever happened. You know, I was unmolestable. I guess they thought I was ugly, but they probably knew I'd tell.
Yeah.
You know, they know the kids they fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think they know who they fucking with. I think they know I would have told. I talk too much all the time. It's always the good kids. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, they do it to the good kids. The good kids listen.
The quiet ones,
good kids
right?
Listen, the good kids do what they're supposed to do. You know, a bad kid, you do that shit to a bad kid, you might get fucked up.
Yo, it's so crazy. They would probably say stuff like, this is what God wants you to do. Like, and shit like that, bro.
Dude, in the shit that I told you about, the keepers, And this was girls, you know, we don't know that's a mix of girls and boys, because we know boys be getting it hard in those Catholic schools. No pun intended. But I just want to make that clear. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
Mom.
What's fucked up is I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I
I'm
sound
sorry.
like a dick now that I say no pun intended. But he was telling, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just trying to be like, I'm not trying to be a dick.
You're that.
And I realized how funny it sounded when I said it. My mind listens to what I say, but only problem is it listens. It doesn't think before it speaks. It just listens to after it speaks. Then it goes, damn, I can't believe I thought that. And you actually said it.
That's what makes you so adorable.
But like, what was I just saying? You know, the boys, oh, the one with the girls, dude. The dude was saying that she was a whore, right? And that she had to get the whore out of her. And the way for her to get the whore out of her was for her to be a whore with every priest he brought into that fucking room, and any cop he brought into that room, and anybody he brought into that room. And they were brutal to these girls, man.
Yeah.
Brutal. It wasn't even like they were just, you know, having sex. They were doing brutal shit to these girls. And then he would make them blow them and say that his sperm was the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, that's fucking.
This dude got a special place in fucking hell, boy. Oof. Oof. I'd hate to be that dude. How do you sit there and preach God every day of your life, and then you're molesting little kids?
What do you think
that's sick shit is that?
Dude, it's fucked up. What do you think it is? You think it's like chemical imbalances, or you think it's trauma from the past? Like what do you think would
I can't
motivate somebody
even
to do
begin.
that?
I mean, sometimes they say if you are abused, you usually go on to become an abuser.
So crazy too, man.
But somewhere there has to be a first.
That just shows how stupid people are.
You know what I'm saying? Like
know?
somewhere there has to be the first. What was their reason? You know, because you could sit there and say that, you know, you get abused and they grow up to abuse and you have that cycle, right?
The real chicken or the egg situation, the rape or the rape.
But you know, it's the same thing with STDs in a sense, because they say the only way you can get certain STDs is from a person who has that STD. But how'd they get it? Through sex. And you go, okay, but what about the first person who got that? You know what I'm saying?
Usually
like
comes from an animal.
You think banging animals? I don't think that's happening,
dude,
man. I mean,
yes. I'm
sure people are banging animals. I'm sure they are, because it's a state-by-state law, not a federal law, but it's a state-by-state law. And I only know that because one of the comedians who I'm going to bring up on the show probably this Saturday will tell you a little more about it. But yeah, I mean, so obviously people do it. I know people be fucking sheeps and dogs and all kinds of shit like that. It's sick. But what I'm saying is that for that one person to do that and then give the world chlamydia, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wonder about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like how many people are fucking that dog fucker? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. It's weird. Like, shit like that's weird, because they say, like, you know, oh, you got whatever, VD. And you go, but I wasn't having sex. You could only get it from having sex, you know. But I was only having sex with my lady. My lady was only having sex with me. Is there any way possible we can give it to each other? Like, maybe we just don't be washing our shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wash my dick. I never wash my dick. You know, can that start it? And they go, no, the only way you can get it is if you have sex with someone who has that. And you go, well, then how did it start? Who was the first person to get it? And how did they transmit it? I mean, or better yet, what is it? Transact it? What is it?
Like create it.
Contract it. How did they how did the first person contract it? You know? And then like it spreads throughout the world. Like that's some serious fucking this person fuck this person who fuck this person who that and all around the world. You know? Like you figure they have shit like VD, right? That's in every country, right?
Well, yeah, VD is just venereal disease, right? Isn't that STD is the same thing, right?
Yeah, or chlamydia.
Right.
Right. That's like in every country, right?
Yeah.
So if that's in every country, is it they all like got their own strand, or did they all come from the one source? And
well,
then
a lot
that
of
one person came from another
over
country, had sex over here, then went back and started fucking a bunch of dudes who fucked a bunch of chicks, who fucked a bunch of chicks and dudes and fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I'm looking into this right now. The first well-recorded outbreak of what is syphilis broke out in 1494 among French troops.
Those fucking French. Troops
in Italy.
Oh, they were banging. Oh, so that's what happens when French and Italians have sex. When French. What's even crazier is we started talking about abuse in the church, and somehow now we're talking about fucking how chlamydia got fucking started. That's amazing.
Yeah, so they think there's something called the Columbian Exchange, and they think that somewhere in between when Columbus and those guys went over to the Western Hemisphere, and then they went back, that the chlamydia or syphilis all came around that same time.
So they're saying that when they came out here, they already had it out here. So they fucked them and bought it out there. But how did they catch it out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did the people out here first get it? Or wherever it was that they landed? Because all they doing is blaming it on somebody else.
Yeah.
They're not sitting there saying that they were all, they were probably all just like butt fucking each other on those boats. And then like didn't wash their dicks. And then like started, landing and banging chicks.
Dog,
now they're going there with these shitty dicks, banging all these chicks. And that's probably how they got it.
In 1494, the disease swept across Europe, killing more than 5 million people. When syphilis was first recorded in Europe, it was on people's face, bro, and all the way down their body, all over the place.
That's not cool. That's horrible. That's fucking horrible.
The disease evolved into the disease with symptoms known to us today. Gonorrhea is recorded at least 700 years ago and is associated with a district in Paris formerly known as Les Clapiers.
So I guess is that the clap?
Yeah, bro, that's where it comes from. Isn't that crazy?
That's why they call it the clap.
That's why they call it the clap, bro.
Yo, you see, people? We all just learned something just now. How about that? Yo, those French, it seems like they all keep coming from France.
Well, the French are dirty motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, I'm not saying that the French are dirty motherfuckers, although I don't know. I don't know. You first have to convince me there is a France. But I come to the conclusion that any place I haven't actually visited, I don't believe in. I have to take your word for it. And I don't know you all that well. So I'm not taking your words for it. But yo, those friends, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it, like they say they claim they got it from over here, but maybe the reason why they got it over here is because they came off a boat, a bunch of dudes on a boat, probably butt fucking each other. They're probably not, cleaning their dicks properly. Then they take those shitty dicks, put them into these chicks, whoever they're raping once they get into this fucking spot, and then they leave and go back home. And then they go in and banging their ladies again. And then it's spreading all over. And everybody wants to go to France. Oh, let's go to Paris. Let's go to Paris. And everybody's going to all these French places, fucking all these French dudes. They're fucking all these French dudes with the wee-wees and coming back and then fucking their husbands. And that's what happens, people. And once again, on Rated G, we just summed up another one. We just summed up on how that shit started. There you go. Makes sense. I think it's dirty dicks and dirty choches, dirty twats. Dirty chochas. I think that's what it is. I think when two dirty private parts connect, somewhere along the line they're gonna create a new STD.
It's just spontaneous combustion at the same time.
And you know what it is, man? And I blame the people who have ever said to me, people like, yo, you ever been with like a chick whose pussy stank? I'd be like, no. I had this one dude tell me I was with a chick, her shit smelled like garbage. And I was like, and you still did it? And he was like, yeah, son. And I'm like how? And then, there you go. He probably created something. Because I'm guessing his shit probably, he's probably one of them stinky ball motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, he didn't care.
Like chicks don't got no problem with stinky balls. It's like if your man's balls stink, man.
I don't think that's true.
That dude.
I don't think that's. I don't think
chicks
that's true.
do. But here's the thing, they won't stop. They'll just tell you when you're done, your balls be stinking, try to wash them shits a little better. The wise ones stop. I'm not saying none will stop. I know somewhere my one chick listener somewhere is going to be like, what are you talking about? I'll stop in a heartbeat. Good for you. You should. You should stop real quick and be like, yo, your balls stink. You know what I'm saying? Don't just fucking, hold your breath and hope he finishes quick. You're creating new things. Dirty ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, you got to lay the line down with your man too. Come on, ladies.
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah,
it's both.
It's both.
But yo, never. You ever been with a chick? No. No. The honest truth is no. Ever been with a chick who's fucking? Well, who are you? Where you, gang? Who you fucking, man? Oscar the Grouch's cousins? Picking these chicks up in like homeless shelters or something? Like, where are you?
The crowds.
What happened?
That was the best line. The Oscar the Grouch.
I just say, like, who the fuck? I'm obviously in the mood today. But man. Yeah, man, that's crazy. We just went from sexual abuse into
sexual abuse
to sexual abuse. And the way it is, you're abusing everybody. See, but I think it's all connected in a way, because that's what happens when, like, you're abused
definitely
when you're
connected.
young. When you're abused when you're young, and then you just don't care. You just let everything,
So do you think you think the most likely people to spread an STD is someone who caught it young? Is that what you're saying? So if you get herpes young, you'll be more likely to spread it when you're older, right?
Oh yeah, the younger you are, the more you're gonna spread it, especially if you're a good-looking motherfucker. Yeah, no doubt, man. I wouldn't have had a good-looking kid.
Dude, how about when people know? Like when they I've had friends tell me like, yo, in college or something, like, yeah, the word is like she has herpes or something, but like I'm still like I'm gonna try to hit it. Like, no, bro. Like, always no. There'll be motherfuckers who try to do that.
86%, dude. A lot of people are with people that have herpes. It's 86%, 88 probably now.
Yeah, but it's not like real herpes.
Well, I mean, it's not an outbreak of herpes. Herpes is herpes, dog. What's real herpes, dog? What herpes don't you mind? Which is the one you want to get? It's not like real herpes. It's herpes. Some people have it and it never shows up because they don't have outbreaks of it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There's 100 different types of herpes.
Yeah, you got the cold sore. You got that's a little worse than a cold sore. You got the bumpies on the nutter butters or around the vaginal lippy lippies. You got the bumpies. There's a bunch of them, the inside, the outside.
I gotta get off these herpes websites.
The corners, the middle. I mean, there's a bunch of them, man. You're looking at pictures. Don't be posting none of those pictures up here, dog.
No, I'm not doing that.
I don't need this. Things I don't need to unsee. I've already seen a lot of things that I wish I unsaw that I could unsee, and you can't. So don't show me that, please. All right, look, don't even do it as a joke, because I know right now you're thinking of flashing it up there. Do not flash it up there. I don't want to, bro. All right. Certain things I just can't deal with, man.
The fear, knowing that you don't have any control over whether or not I just flash it up. You got me over here
licking my lips now, just like, yeah, man. All right, here's something else I want to talk to you about. The guards, was it guards or just chicks in the prison that got pregnant by the transgender inmate?
Yes, let's pull it up. Let's get the facts.
Facts on this one, man.
NJ prison, transgender.
Yeah, now where was this in again? What prison was this? And it kills. I mean, doesn't this kind of tell you the argument right here about, like, I'm telling you, they're I don't even want to say it, because if you say shit that's just common sense, people get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? And part of me feels like I have said enough. All right. So 2 women incarcerated at Edna Mayhem Correctional Facility, the state's only female prison, have become pregnant after having sex with a transgender inmate. So that's in New Jersey.
Yeah. It says it appears the woman became pregnant from Consensual sexual relationships
with another incarcerated person. And that it's an all women's prison. So do we honestly believe that's all
27? There's 27 prisoners who identify as transgender.
27 prisoners in there walking around with dicks. So now we can all agree that there is nothing in there. There's nobody else in there but females. That's all that's in there. Women is in that prison. That's all that's in that prison is women. 100% women. That's what's in that prison. So that headline should say woman gets woman pregnant with very long clitoris that looks a lot like a dick.
It's weird, bro, because I'm down for transgender. Go for it.
I have no problem with transgenders at all, man. Please don't even. I have no problem whatsoever with transgenders. You know what I'm saying? At all. And anyone who knows me knows that I don't. But I'm just saying. I mean, like I just call things. That's like me saying, trying to make myself look normal. Trying to make myself look like I am the spitting image of what a dude is. So I'm not normal, man. I'm not normal. I'm all fucked up in here. Nor do I claim to be. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what makes me me. I don't want to be you. There's already a you out there. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't understand why people get so mad when I'm a real. Why do you even want to be, just be who you are, man. And that's who you are. You want to do what you want to do what you want to do. But that don't make you. I want to be a llama. I want to spit in people's faces and have them just take it. They have to take it because this is what llamas do. That's what I want to be, man. But I'm not a llama. Sometimes I feel like it because I am a spitter. Anyone who knows me knows that when it comes to beef, you better fucking put on a visor because that might be the first. To me, that's the most disrespectful thing you could do to a dude.
Yeah, automatic swing.
Next to smack them. And I'm a very disrespectful dude when it comes time when shit is on. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of times I'm the smaller dude, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So chances are I'm gonna lose that fight, but at least I'm gonna get that spit in your face. You motherfucker. Yeah. I kicked your ass. Yeah, but I spit in your face. Where you going? I swear to God, Brian is one of the most fidgety fucking people what's going on over there, dude?
The AC was on too high. I was a little too cold. I had to turn it down. I was a little.
Well, maybe you should have wore a shirt today.
I was getting a little chilly. Well, it's hot out.
What's the weather today?
It's probably like 90.
Oh, you're lying. It ain't no 90.
Yeah, I think it was today. Yeah.
Really? Oh, fuck yourself.
It was hot.
So yeah, so chicks is out there in that all women prison.
80. It was 80 today.
80. All right. Go fuck yourself still. Yeah. And they're coming out pregnant. And nobody. I mean, listen, I don't give a fuck.
Dude, imagine.
My question is that really like a punishment then? Like, I ain't gonna lie. You look at this shit, like if you ever watch 60 Days In, right? 60 Days In for the females is a lot different than 60 Days In for the dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The chicks are all, they get into beef and squabbles and shit. But that's hood shit. That's like if they were outside in the hood and lived in the same neighborhood. That'd be the same beef they're gonna get into, And there's no dudes there, so they all hook up, they all link up, they throw parties, they create their own little drugs and make their own little liquors and shit. Yeah. They're all just licking the fuck out of each other. Like if you were when they sent this one chick in there, she was a lesbian right off the bat, and she's what they considered to be a stud. She had the fucking cornrows in, she wore the tank top, she looked better than you in that tank top. And when she walked in,
not better looking, maybe stronger, not better looking.
Yes. Oh, she's a girl. You're a dude. She's very much better looking than you, no matter what. She could look like a foot and she'd still be better looking than you. But she goes in, and when they all see her, they're all like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she starts running the place. Every chick wants to be with her. It's like, it's a much different experience, man, The fuck out of here. They're in there now with trannies now, and trans. I don't mean that as a diss. I don't know what the diss words are, man. Because the honest truth is, I don't care. Call me whatever you want to call me if that's the case. If it makes you happier, right. Now I'm like on guard now with what I'm saying. Anyway, But like, you know, you got the transsexuals there, you got the females there. Fuck it. Is that a punishment though? They're able to fucking still reproduce and have sex with, you know, they got dicks in the house.
Yeah.
Dicks in the house. You could dress a dude as a chick in a male prison. You could dress a dude as a chick in a male prison and you still ain't getting no pussy. You're going to be fucking asshole. You're still not going to get no pussy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like,
and it's not right. It's really, and it's not.
I don't care. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't even care. I just thought it was a very interesting fucking thing. At the end of the day, I don't fuck it. I don't care. How about that? How about that? I don't even fucking care. I don't even know why people care so much.
See, I think that's the cool part about our show is we talk about a lot of this stuff.
But we really don't care
about, but we really like we have opinions for sure on a bunch of shit, but we really don't care. Like, here's the thing. Me and Gary really only care about me and Gary, you know. Gary cares about Gary and I care about me. And that's why the show works, you know? Mm-hmm. And we have so much fun together.
Yeah. Like before you go getting mad at something I said or my opinion on something, just remember, I don't care. Like, I don't care about what my opinion is. And I don't care about what your opinion is. I honestly don't care. Sometimes I get so deep in something and then I'm just like, why am I even so deep in this? I don't care. It's amazing how deep I can go and not care.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fucking funny. Oh, look what I found. Come on, you sucker. That's not all that bad. I thought I found the blunt. Yeah, I really don't care. But yes, you know, so whatever. For the people who care, that's that news. You know, but then you think about it like this too. Even, you know, even the guards be getting chicks pregnant in the women's prisons. Mm-hmm. You know, and every now and then you get a female guard who gets pregnant in a male's prison. You know.
Yeah, but
it happens a lot.
Yeah, does it?
That one chick started banging the prisoner and helped him escape. I don't even get women, man. Y'all are bugging. Y'all sorry, women. Y'all are bugging, yo. Y'all are fucking bugging. Hooking up with dudes in prison, helping them fucking escape. The fuck is wrong with you? It's a prison. Oh, we get out. What are you going to do when you get out? What kind of life is this dude going to offer you that you're hooking up with dudes in fucking prison? I understand it more with dudes hooking up with chicks in prison. I can understand that because dudes are assholes. They don't need anything really from the chick other than the sex that she's going to give them when they do conjugal visits. Everything else, the dude, the fuck does he care? He knows she's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to ask to wonder where she is. So a dude doing it, although I wouldn't, you know, I don't want no chick locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I don't understand chicks. You can
anybody
find a dude
anywhere but work. Just not while you're working, you know?
I don't even understand why chicks kick it to dudes who are broke. You know, like I get it, like you can't help who you find attractive or whatever. And some chicks are just around broke motherfuckers. You know, like if you live in a broke ass neighborhood, you're just around broke motherfuckers. But I don't know, you be seeing chicks that have and hooking up with like these have-nots. And I'm like, if I was a chick, that wouldn't even be in my mind. And it's not even to be a dick. It's just that I know I can find a have that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that I actually really like. And he has. Rather than find a have-not that's cool and has nothing. It's just going to take from me and struggle.
Stress you out.
You ever see these chicks that you look at them, they're homeless with their man and their dog, and you look at them and you go, I can see that at one point you was cute. You know, like if someone took you home and washed you, you know, and cut your hair and cleaned the feces out of it and took the dirt off your feet and trimmed those nails that are scraping against the fucking cement. If somebody did that, you'd probably be cute again. Why are you choosing to be homeless with this dude and his dog?
Drugs, bro. That's what it is. It's drugs. You know, that's what that shit is.
God.
You know?
Man, listen, if you're doing drugs as a woman, and even as dudes too, but if you're doing drugs as a woman, and you know that you might have to resort to like selling yourself and shit, like keep yourself looking all right. Make sure you eat a couple of meals so that there's a couple of, like don't just do drugs. Like in order to keep doing those drugs, you have to have something. So at least stay hot enough so you can be with the drug dealer rather than, the dudes that you got to go out there and fucking fuck a million dudes for. Just fuck the drug dealer good.
Right.
Where he keeps you in the house, he doesn't let no one see you or nothing, just keeps you in the house, keeps feeding you your shit. But you got to still keep your shit proper. Do a couple of squats after, you're doing crack. Can't you do exercise after that? Don't you have the energy after you take a fucking bang of crack to like do some squats? You should, yeah. At least like 50 to 200 or 300, depending on how good the coke was. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm saying. But I could say this, that I do know. I don't care.
You know what I do know is that a Florida judge voided the mask mandates, and now nobody's wearing them on planes anymore. Oh, yeah. They showed a dude collecting the masks on the plane, saying, we don't have to wear the mask no more, and he was singing it. And everybody was putting their masks in the bucket. All right, you don't have to wear the mask no more, right? But I don't want to be the dude collecting all these fucking face masks that you all had on your disgusting cigarette smoking, coffee drinking, ass eating. I'm what am I explaining myself right here? Faces. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. People, the world doesn't have to be this sad. Worry about your fucking selves. Good. What are you worrying about everybody else, man? If everybody didn't worry about everybody honestly,
else.
though, hold on a second.
Would be the news? Yeah, what's up?
We have to check out a picture of the Florida
I'm
judge.
mad that I missed a great photo opportunity when I went to go see the Nets. I walked into the stadium. And I didn't realize it because I was talking at the time, but then I turned around and I was the only person without a mask in like a sea of 30,000 people.
That's awesome.
And I'm mad that I didn't get a picture, man. I should have took out my camera and took a picture. That would have been one of the most rebellious shots I ever got. But, I was burnt and I forgot. I thought about it afterwards. That made no sense either. Once you sit down, you get to take your mask off. It's just, people, come on. You want to know who's killing me? With all this shit, even though it's good to see you coming around. It's good to see people coming around. And I'm not saying believe all the shit that's against the government. I'm not saying that. What are we looking at? That's the judge?
Yeah.
That's the judge who lifted the mandate?
Surprised me too, huh? That's not who I was expecting to see. Just, a young woman,
Why? What made you not? I didn't expect anything. I mean, I guess I heard judge. I just assumed
exactly. Yeah, old white man. I saw a picture of her. I was like, oh shit, good for her.
Yeah, but the old ones it wouldn't lift it. So I'm thinking it would have to be a female, not a female, but a young judge. But kudos to her. But what's bothering me, man. And like I said, I'm glad motherfuckers is coming around. But like all these people now that come up to me and try to drop to me what the government was doing with this whole thing. And I'm like, dude, I've been saying that shit from the jump. And when I said it to you, you were saying I was nuts.
Hold on.
You were saying I was crazy.
Again. I just read something that took me off. Say that again.
Oh, what did you read?
All right. So Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, is considering stripping away Disney of its self-government power in the state. Which I knew Disney had like some leeway with shit, but I didn't know it sounds like it's maybe a bigger deal than it was. Like, I don't know if Florida law enforcement, I think Disney has their own police department. They have their own jail and shit too. Like I'm looking at this. It says,
Google that shit.
So it says DeSantis then issued a proclamation calling for the special session to be expanded to include consideration of terminating all special districts enacted in Florida prior to 1968. This one guy said, Disney is just a guest in Florida. Today we remind them.
Oh,
wow.
See, that explains a lot of things.
Yeah, so
that explains how they're able to harbor all those pedophiles and put them to work.
Yeah, here, check this shit out. Years before the Cinderella Castle opened, Walt Disney worked magic with the state lawmakers. So Disney World had governing authority over the land. That's crazy. Yeah, Disney can regulate their
company
own water,
under the direction
power.
of Walt's brother Roy.
Yeah.
Improvement direct to govern property that would eventually become Disney World.
Yeah. So under the law, so it's called the Reedy Creek Improvement Area. That's the land that Disney is on.
Yeah.
So they're running the land. It can regulate their own water, power, and emergency services, but the power doesn't end there. Damn, dog.
Ooh.
Yeah, Disney's independence has been under microscope in the wake of the company denouncing Florida's new parental rights and education law, or the don't say gay law. You know.
But they went against that? They were going against it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That LGBTQ community, boy, they going up against Disney and winning. Look at that.
Yo, the county, one of the county commissioners said, if Disney wants to embrace woke ideology, it seems fitting they should be regulated by Orange County.
They should have their own shit anyway.
Yeah, because, in the state of Florida, you're not going to move Disney World, right? Are you going to move Disney World? I don't think so.
No, they're not going to move that. That's their moneymaker.
Yeah, bro. There's no way they're going to move. They're going to move. They can't move it, so they're just going to have to. Damn, boy.
I mean, once again, I don't care. But that's pretty interesting news right there. I never even knew that they governed their own shit, yo. But you want to know something I did know? Is that they have a very weird way. Like they have a lot of pedophiles working for them, man. They have a cycle of, working with pedophiles, dude. Brian Peck was a dude that he worked in a lot of children's movies, right? He got arrested on 11 counts, including a lewd act with a minor. He served 16 months. And then he went back to work with kids, and he was on the show, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And he played the mirror that the kids would stand in front of with their clothes, and it would talk to them back and forth as to what they should wear. They had that dude working with kids again, right off the bat. And that's just one dude, man. We can go on. There's the dude that wrote Jeepers Creepers. You know that movie, Jeepers Creepers? Yeah, that dude, he wrote and produced it.
This guy.
Oh, yeah, this dude right here. Yeah, he's been around, dude. Yeah, that's the dude right there. 11 counts.
Wow.
I don't know who the other people are. I was never big. There he goes, right there. Yeah.
Let me look at the outfit.
And they put that dude right back to work with kids. And I don't give a fuck if they say some shit like he was only the voice. He was never really in the room with them. I don't give a shit. He should not be working in anything that has to do with children. If there's a child in that fucking movie, he shouldn't be working in the fucking movie. No. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. On some real shit.
But hey.
And then you got the dude who wrote and produced Jeepers Creepers, right? He was convicted as a child molester. He molested a dude that was in a movie, a kid, the main actor in a movie called Clown House. And he wrote and produced it. And the kid was the main actor. And he the whole time the kid was acting, he was molesting him and brutally molesting this kid. And he did 16 months for that. He served 16 months. And then Disney hired him to write and produce Powder. Remember that movie Powder?
No.
You don't remember that movie? With the dude that was like all white and he had like powers and shit. It was called Powder. And he also did Jeepers Creepers, Jeepers Creepers 2, and he's about to release Jeepers Creepers 3. So he's still flourishing in the business. And then forget about all like the producers that you hear about that shit, man. Disney, they had a sting. I just read the other day, like, not too long ago, arrested like 17 pedophiles that were working at Disney World.
Dude, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why does Disney, who supply shit to kids? That's what they're about. They create things for kids. Why in the world would they hire pedophiles? And then they want my fingerprint when I go into that fucking place. I got to put my fingerprint on the thing. For what? You ain't even checking your own people. You want to look at my fingerprint?
Your fingerprint to go into Disney?
To go into Disney.
Really?
Yeah, to get through that turnstile, you got to put your finger on that shit. Boom, get your fingerprint. I wouldn't do it. And it sucks because it was my daughter was out there to get married. And they're like, Dad, you always got to, create something. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I had to go and sign paperwork and shit like that.
Really? All right, good for you, bro.
Yeah, then I spent the whole day by myself because they all moved on and left me there. They were all mad. So I just walked around Disney by myself having drinks. Didn't get on one fucking ride because every ride was like a 3-hour wait.
Yeah, see, I hate that shit, bro.
Unless you have a pass that everyone purchased 6 months ago. It's insane. Disney's fucking sucks. Go to Disney World. Yeah, it's great.
I'm not going.
Look, it sucks. I mean, unless you're going to go there and just walk around. I mean, it's great to walk around and see the castles and shit and the characters walking around.
Yeah, that stuff is fun. I always like the design in there.
Yeah, if you're going there for that, then that's fine. But if you're going there to actually get on rides, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck getting on rides. That shit is ridiculous.
Man, after some of the shit that has been happening on some of these rides recently, I'm not eager to get on a roller coaster or a carnival ride or anything like that.
That's the reason I get on. Why do I like roller coasters? Why do I like the Cyclone? Because every time you get on it, could be the last time anyone's ever gotten on it. Mm-hmm. It has that fear of like, this could be it, dude. It's rickety. It's old. You come up, that shit come down. There's always that chance. Whew, you just keep going. Whee!
I think the Cyclone has the best view of the top of any roller coaster. I love that. When you get up to the top there and you just see the ocean and everything like that.
Yeah, I never get to see that too. I don't see it too long. All I know is the blur that comes in your face.
Yeah, it's fast.
I'm good,
man. It's like so rickety at the top, and then as soon as you get over, you're fucking down.
Yeah, man. And like I said, at any particular point, some of the wood there, I'm guessing, has been there since they created that thing. All right, I'm sure they like reinforce it and shit. But I don't think they rebuilt that shit completely from ground to top. I'd be very surprised if they did. But that shit, like, that's why I go on those shits, man, because there's always a chance of failure. I remember one time I was in Great Adventures and the Superman ride got stuck. I wasn't on it, but it got stuck like after the second loop and everybody was just there dangling. They were just dangling, their legs and their arms dangling and facing the ground. If one of those shits popped open, and they were there for like 20, 30 minutes just dangling. Oh man, what a great day. I wonder what they gave. They probably got nothing for that. They get nothing for that. You don't even get a free day. They don't even say, look, sorry that you were stuck dangling for 30 minutes. Here's a free day for you and your family to come in. They don't even give them that. Because I think on the ticket, it says if some shit should fuck up, that's on you.
Right. Yeah. Of course. I mean, they have to, right?
I mean, they got fucking 16-year-olds running these things. You know what I'm saying? They got 16-year-olds running these things, man. You think they give a fuck? How much you think they get paid to fucking make sure you're secure in that ride?
Not much.
Not much, right?
Dude, I remember my grandfather telling me he rode the Cyclone like when it was open, like originally, and it was a quarter to ride it.
Last time I rode it, I think
it's probably like $5 or $6.
I think it was like $5 or $6, but I think for like 10, you were able to ride it like 3 times or something like that in a row. You could just stay on. It was something like that. It's 10 and then 5, like if you stay on. That's what it was. Because at the end, they ask you if you want to stay on or get off. And if you stay on, then it's only 5. If I'm correct. I could be wrong. I remember I took one vacation. All I did was go down every morning to Coney Island and get on the cyclone and then go back home. That was my whole vacation. I stayed home the whole time, just, smoking weed and chilling.
Hot dog? Did you get a hot dog or no?
Nathan's, yeah. Yeah. I did a Nathan's Dirty Dog.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're still around.
They're good, man. I like Nathan's. Hot
dogs in general, they're pretty gross, ain't they?
They're foul, bro. And I try, the older and older I get, the less and less I try to think about it because it gets in my head and I'm like, oh man. And you know what it's really been, man? It's been this show, right? And talking about government conspiracies and then thinking about big pharma, with the COVID stuff. And then I'm like, oh man, there's big pharma, but there's also the big agricultural industry and the big meat industry.
Well, yeah, man.
And the big food and the big
Monsanto.
Soap. Yeah, I know, bro.
Monsanto was the head of what? The head of the agricultural shit?
No, Monsanto was the name of a company.
It's the name of a company, but dude, they run, look it up, man. They run like the agricultural shit or something like that with our food. They run something with our food now that they signed some big deal for. And they were saying it's a big deal because these people, all they really ever produced was poison.
Yeah. It was a pharmaceutical company in.
Yeah, but now they deal with food for our country, dude. Look it up, man. I can't believe we didn't know that.
Monsanto was one of the 4 groups to introduce genes in the plants in 1983, and the first to conduct field trials of genetically modified crops in 1987. It's one of the top 10 U.S. chemical companies. Yeah, I mean the Roundup, dude. Roundup.
No, but forget about their poisons, dude. They are very involved. See, that's why I wish I knew. See, if Mo was here, he'd drop it. But they are very involved in the food that goes into our supermarkets, dude.
Well, it's because they've put pesticides and fertilizers and shit on all.
Yeah, but I think they signed some shit where they're like head of like some sort of something, not FDA or nothing like that, or not the food thing, but I forgot, man. I can't really remember. But yeah, man, there's a lot of food. All those foods that you see in those boxes and those freezers, in those bags and those freezers, that's all Monsanto, dude. And this is a company that all they ever did was create poison. Now they're fucking with food. Now they're creating food. They went from poison to food and never got rid of the poison. That's the thing. Yeah, I had gotten a letter for that Roundup shit. They had sent me an email.
Oh yeah, it was probably they're probably trying to steal your data or something. It's probably a scam.
I mean, I joined a lawsuit once because I was illegally arrested. So I joined a joint because it wound up that they were doing that in my neighborhood to a lot of people.
Class action lawsuit.
And it was a class action lawsuit. I made like $100. All I had to do was sign a paper. You know what I'm saying? And like when the whole suit went out, there was so many people on it. You know what I'm saying? When the lawyers and everybody took their money, and they dispersed it equally amongst everybody, I got like $100. Yeah. But what are you gonna do? That's like these people. Like they make a big deal, 85 million, but ain't nobody in that suit getting $1 million, except for maybe the lawyers.
Oh yeah, definitely the lawyers.
Except for the lawyers. Yeah. But the people ain't getting $1 million. I don't think they have to pay taxes. I don't think they pay taxes on a lawsuit, if I'm correct. I don't think you have to pay taxes on that. So at least if they get like 200,000, they get to sit on the 200,000. If I'm correct. And I think I am. Might depend on what state you're in. Might depend on what state you're in. Man, last night took me 3 hours to get home from New York, dude. Over 3 hours.
That bad, huh?
It was pouring rain.
Man.
You couldn't even see the lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even see the lines on the ground, so you couldn't even tell what direction the fucking road was going, man. It was crazy. I probably shouldn't have been on the road. I always think about that afterwards. Like, why the fuck was I even driving in that? I mean, I was doing like 35, 40 the whole way home.
And everyone else is doing the same thing too, right? Flashers on and shit.
There was a couple of people. There wasn't that many people on the road.
Oh, was it that bad? Was it like a travel advisory?
No, I didn't see a travel advisory, but then again, I was listening to Pandora. So if there was one, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't have been on the road. I know when I got home, my exit was closed.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, bro. I hate when that happens.
You know, I was pissed.
So then you had to go back around to get on the expressway to go in?
No, I just stayed on it and got off by Caesars.
Got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exit 2 was closed coming on the AC Expressway.
Got you. Yeah, so you just went down by Caesars. Yeah, it's an easy way to go.
But I was even doing 30. I was hydroplaning everywhere, dude.
It keeps you on your toes, bro. You know? It keeps you on your toes.
Yo, man. And I was like tired. It was a rough night, man. It was a rough night last night. But the show was dope. Somehow that's the shit that bugs me the fuck out. I go out to New York, it is pouring rain. It's cold, shitty, and we pull out a dope ass show. I go out there and it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And by 10 o'clock, no one's on the fucking streets. Everybody's gone.
Fuck. Where do they go?
I don't know. I don't follow them. I don't know where they go.
You gotta take a piss, bro. Hold on.
Are you really gonna? Where you going, dude? This is the shit that gets me, people. You know what I'm saying? He goes away and fucking, we got to deal with it. But, you know, since we're alone, this episode of Rated G, by the way, is sponsored by XXX Playground, man. If you're having a little runt in your love affair with your lady, you know, don't know how to tell her you want to get a little freaky deaky, then go to XXXplayground.com. Pick yourself up a game. It's only the hottest sex game ever created. It'll guarantee spark your love life, man. You know, take a little roll of the dice, and next thing you know, you're all kinds of shit. Dirty, disgusting love, the way it should be. Big up to XXX Playground, you know. And we're also sponsored by All Good CBD products. Go check out allgood.com, and all the links are in our information page. If you scroll to the bottom, it's got all the links and shit like that. But check out All Good CBD and check them out as well. Also, big up to Apollo Bud in the Astoria, Queens. The door's getting ready to open on Crescent Street and Astoria Boulevard, right up the block from Romano's Pizzeria. I'll get the exact address next time I promote them. But yeah, Apollo Buds, man. It's banging.
Also got another shout out to Bud Swap the Biz. This is a dude who is running around with my boy John right now. He has an app idea that he's getting launched where it basically you trade weed for other stuff, right? So,
yeah, well, that's what they do out here too. You know, you find the loopholes because you're not allowed to sell like more than a certain amount, but you could gift as much as you want. So there's a place out here where they deliver snacks and shit. So you'll get like a pack of Oreos and it's like $35. And then they gift you with a quarter of weed.
Yeah, this is different. This is you're trading it for like products or services or something like that. Like you take your weed and you can use the weed as a form of currency.
Oh, as a form of currency.
Right. So what his app does is, depending on what kind of weed it is, how strong it is, how much of it is, it puts it into this algorithm or whatever, and it values the weed on it. And then people will have stuff on there that they want to trade, you know, for said value of weed. Right.
Sexual favors.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. We should get him on and let him talk about it. Cause I don't know.
Got an ounce of that purple nurple.
Yeah. I don't know much about it at all, but you gotta.
I'm willing to give you this.
Yeah.
For a hand job.
Yeah, it's a hemp gifting social media barter app.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, new ideas. Good luck to that brother. Shout
Yeah,
out
dude,
to you.
he's like living in his car and shit, bro. Getting this shit started.
Well, it's like Zach says, man. You could always live in your car, but you can't drive your house.
But Zach's mother always said that.
Well, yeah, but I heard it through Zach.
So, what do you think of my new decorations, G? Did you see the new fish I got?
I was looking. I noticed you got a dolphin.
We're calling this the Tina fish.
Oh, the Tina fish.
Yeah, because Tina got this for me for Easter.
Oh, what did it have in there? Chocolates?
No, you're supposed to, you can put like crackers. It's for like a kid to put like snacks in it, like to take to lunch or something. She just thought it was funny. So.
All right. Well, I like them. I like Tina the fish. All right. And what flag do you got over there?
This is the Sicilian flag. We're just waving.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. Let me see their what the fuck? Okay, man. What is that, dude? Yeah. What is the story with the 3 legs?
Let's go to Google so I don't butcher it.
What is the story with that, dude? Are they Illuminati? Because that looks like some serious symbolism shit right there, man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, there's tons of symbolism. It's badass, dude, isn't it? Okay. All right. So the flag of Sicily, it's has 3 legs and a head. So it shows a triskele.
It also got something coming out of its ass, its ear, and I'm guessing it looks like a female, so I'll say the vaginal.
Yeah.
Or if it's a dude, it's got a very weird looking dick.
Well, it's not a dick, bro. Okay, so shows a Triskele symbol. Triskele is an ancient motif consisting of a spiral exhibiting rotational symmetry. Huh.
Also very close to to one of the symbols if you molest children. I'm just saying.
Well, there's actually no child abuse in Sicily.
Really?
Yeah, it's very odd.
Yeah, because they don't call it child abuse. You smack the shit out of your kid. That's not abuse. It's your child. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. What's the matter you? The Gorgon. How do you pronounce that?
Gorgon. It was a
Gorgonian. Gorgonian. There you go.
Yeah.
It was a special
apotropic amulet showing the Gorgon head, used most famously by the Olympian deities Athena and Zeus, who were said to have worn the Gorgonian as a protective pendant. Oh, okay. And that's the head of Medusa. That's a Medusa.
Yeah, head. What's up with that, dude?
And a pair of wings.
Yeah, I see the wings by the ears.
Oh, they're the wings. Yeah, and then 3 wheat ears. It says wheat ears.
Yeah, that's the dingling, the butt plug, and whatever.
But that's getting that symmetry in there.
But what's with the legs? Something's up with that, dog. I don't know, man. I don't trust that one.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Look. Okay. Here we go. The Triskele with Gorgonian symbol is found in antiquity, depicting on coins minted in Syracuse in 4th century BC. The emblem was included in the design of an army award. Doesn't really say where it came from, though.
Well, it probably does, but I don't have the time to read all that shit.
Yeah. Which
is why I only know shit in part.
Yeah.
But I could tell you this. It looks suspect, dude. That shit looks suspect, man. I'm sorry. That looks suspect. If my kid drew that, like if I walked in my room and my kid drew that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you drawing?
You would think he's on some bath salts or something.
I just be like, what the fuck? What are you drawing, dude? What's going on? I would think he has a manifesto somewhere. That's what I would think. Kid goes to school, I'm tearing his room apart looking for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's weird, man. It's a little suspect. I wanted to go back to what you were talking about in the last episode. We touched it, but then Mo got on. You were talking about that cop dude, that ex-cop who shot up those cops.
Dorner, bro.
Yeah, Dorner. I want to know what you were trying to tell me about that, because I noticed when I was watching it that you brought it up, and then Mo came on and we didn't talk about it. So,
All right,
I want to know what were you trying to say?
So I gotta shout out my boy whose name I don't want to mention because I don't know if he'd want it to be mentioned. But I was going to.
So how can you give a shout out? You got to give him a whisper out.
Yeah.
You know, you say his name so low that no one knows who it is. Little whisper out, Brian's boy.
G.
That was created. The whisper out was created by Brian Morris of New York City. And I want to give a whisper out to Brian Morris. It's the anti shout out. Okay, go ahead, dude.
All right, so
I know this dude.
Yeah. So no. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, so I'm at his place. I was going to school at Rutgers, right? And we were just smoking weed after class. And I think, man, I had probably been there for, I don't know, we were probably getting high for like 5 or 6 hours. It's just one of those days, you know, when you're hanging out with your boy, you got nothing to do, so you're just smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking.
Yeah, I had that day from 13 to 22.
Yeah, so it was one of the good days. Yeah, I would think I was 23 at the time. Oh.
Well, by 23, I was already signed to Epic Records, so things to do, and like fail in the music business.
You were signed to Epic by 22. 22,
yeah.
And dropped by Epic at 22.
No, I got dropped by Epic at 24.
Oh shit! I didn't know you guys made it that long.
Yeah. Well, we got signed in 92. Oh, we got signed in 91. We got signed in 91. Excuse me. Go back 1 year with everything. We got signed in 91. The album dropped in 92. We did the promotion and all that stuff. 1994, we got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So we were starting to work on the second album.
All right, so let's I'll go back to the thing. So
yeah,
we're watching this whole thing unfold, right? Because it was getting late in the night, but in California it was a little bit early where this happened. So this guy Dorner was a Navy guy, right? Like well trained, and he was a cop. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, they found the manifesto that he posted on Facebook declaring unconventional and asymmetric warfare upon the LAPD, their families, and like whoever. So I'm just trying to think.
What does that mean? You have no idea either. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right not to know certain things, Brian.
Yeah, but I'm trying to find out his reasoning behind it.
5, including the perpetrator.
Yeah.
And he injured 6.
Yeah, so I think this guy, dude, like he throughout his career was like he would file claims about shit that would happen, right? So in July of 2007, he responded to an event with another officer at a hotel in California. And this guy, Christopher Gettler, was suffering from his schizophrenia and dementia.
Okay.
And Dorner filed a report alleging that Evans had used excessive force in treatment of the guy and accused her of kicking him in the chest, even when he was like handcuffed. And then I think
once in the face.
Yeah, once in the face.
While he was handcuffed and lying on the ground.
Yeah. Dorner filed the report the day after being told Evans had given an evaluation saying that he needed to improve his performance. Oh, shit. Huh. So he's saying that it was like, this is saying
it was a retaliation.
Yeah.
Okay, but the kid's father said it happened, that his son told him it happened. It says Gettler's father testified that his son told him he had been kicked by a police officer.
Right. Yep.
So that backs the claim of Dorner.
Yep. Then the LAPD investigated the complaint, examining the allegation against Evans and the truthfulness of Dorner's report. Through an internal review board of 3 members, 2 LAPD captains, and a criminal defense attorney. During the 7 month.
That's great. That sounds like that was a very thorough investigation.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of coffee and donuts.
During the 7-month investigation of Dorner's complaint, Evans was assigned to desk duty and was not allowed to earn money outside of her LAPD job. Dorner's attorney at the board hearing.
Wait, Dorner's a female?
No, it's a dude. Evans, the other officer who kicked the person, was a chick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Evans. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And Dorner's attorney at the board hearing was former LAPD Captain Randall. All right.
All right. So the review board heard the testimony from a number of witnesses, hotels, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think. Yeah. All right. Here's the conclusion, right? The investigation concluded that there was no kicking and later decided that Dorner had lied.
Oh.
In 2008, Dorner was fired by LAPD for making false statements in his report and his testimony against Evans. Dorner's attorney, Kwan, stated that Dorner was treated unfairly and being made a scapegoat. Blah, 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 blah. So Dorner appealed. Yeah, so, okay, all right, hold on. Let's see what this is.
See, I don't understand, like, why they do that. Like, they want to be a cop to get rid of them, and then they appeal to get their job back. But, like, why would you still want to be a cop? You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to be in a gang that don't want you? That's scary shit, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, you sue them for wrongful termination. But I don't want to be a cop again. If you guys don't want me to be a cop, you got to be down with that shit, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look what they did. Look what they did to Serpico, man. What are you looking at?
All right, so we got to go back a little bit. So Dorner was in the U.S. Navy Reserve, right?
Yeah.
And while he was a student at undergraduate pilot training in Oklahoma, Dorner and a classmate found a bag containing nearly $8,000 that belonged to a nearby Korean church. And then they took the money to the police. When asked their motive, Dorner replied, "The military stresses integrity. There's a couple of thousands of dollars, and if people are willing to give that to the church, it must be pretty important to them." So that shit happened to him in 2002.
Dorner also stated that his mother taught him honesty and integrity.
Yeah, he got a marksmanship ribbon, Navy pistol shot ribbon. So, like, the dude was a sharpshooter.
So they're saying the dude was a stand-up guy. Why would he lie?
And
that's the reason why.
And the sharpshooter too, bro. Like, sharpshooters in the army, like those are disciplined motherfuckers. You know.
See, I mean, that goes to show you. You know, and I'm not gonna lie. See, there's certain things I believe. I believe that. I believe that he said. What happened, and that's why good cops don't tell them the bad ones, because it's an atmosphere that if you do come against them, you know, it's not hard for them to go out and get a bunch of people to say they didn't see it.
Yeah,
because they're cops.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
and say, listen, you can have problems unless you go there and say you didn't see nothing. You know, so people just go and they say I didn't see nothing.
So anyway, bro. So anyway, the dude loses his job, and then in 2013, in early 2013, coincident with the start of the series of revenge shootings, Dorner was purported to have posted a detailed note on his Facebook page discussing his history, motivations, and plans. This 11,000-word post became known as his manifesto. He listed 40 law enforcement personnel who he was prepared to kill and stated that here, let me pull it up. I know most of you who personally know me are in disbelief to hear from media reports that I'm suspected in committing such horrendous murders and have taken drastic and shocking actions. Unfortunately, this is a necessary evil that I do not enjoy but must partake and complete for substantial change to incur within the LAPD to reclaim my name. The department has not changed since the Rampart and Rodney King days. It has only gotten worse. Dorner issued a single demand, a public admission by the LAPD that his termination was in retaliation for reporting excessive force.
Yeah.
He also asked journalists to pursue the truth, pointing out specific lines of investigation for reporters to follow under the Freedom of Information Act.
Mm-hmm.
And then in response to the manifesto, LAPD Chief Charlie Beck informed Dorner through the media that there would be a review of his dismissal. But yeah, bro, it started. See, okay.
Yeah, man.
I didn't remember this being a couple days long. It was.
Oh wow! Days, dude, so he started popping, started going out there and getting people.
Yeah.
Wow, man. I mean, I'm not gonna. What can I say about that, man? That's.
Oh, dude. Hold on. This gets way crazier than I remember. Dorner's killing spree began with a package stating his complaint sent to Anderson Cooper and arriving at CNN on February 1st, 2013. After the first killings, Dorner's threats in his manifesto caused the manhunt. But what? He didn't kill anybody first?
What, are you upset?
No, I just don't understand.
He sent the manifesto first?
Right.
Yeah, he gave him a chance. He's giving him a chance. He's saying, if you don't do this, then this is what I'm going to do. And they didn't do it. And that's what he did. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, I'm quick at guessing things. That's why, That's why I got so much information. Most of my information is guessed.
Dude, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. Dude, I read about this gang member. I forgot his name, but it was the LAPD too. And there was this gang member. I gotta check his name, but he wouldn't rat. They wanted information from him and he wouldn't rat. So the cops went out and told everybody that he had ratted, even though he didn't. And this motherfucker went into the police station and shot up the fucking cops, dude. He walked right into the LAPD police. I didn't believe when I heard it. I was watching something about the Bloods or the Crips. Could have been, I don't know which one it was. And he was telling the story about this dude. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh my God.
How committed do you have to be to the life?
He said he
like that, bro.
Dude, he said, you know, you're not going to go around telling people I'm a rat. That's like a death sentence in this neighborhood. That he was talking to cops. And he said, I wasn't talking to cops. How dare they say that? And he went in there and shot up the cops, dude. I can't remember if he killed himself. I think he killed himself too, to be honest. I think he took himself out too, but I'm not sure. That I can't be too sure about, but I think he did. You know, I can't remember the dude's name though, but I'm sure you went into, if you looked up gang member goes into LAPD police station and shoots up the station because they said he was a rat, I'm sure it would pop right up because they had a lot of articles about it. It was actually big at the time, but you know, this goes to show you, like, I didn't know nothing about this. Why not? I lived in New York. You know, and back then, the stuff that happened out there, you know, we really didn't hear everything, just the really big. And apparently, I guess that wasn't big enough because I don't remember hearing about it. I mean, they probably mentioned it out here.
Yo, but, bro, okay, we got to get back to this Dorner thing. All right, so I briefly read the timeline, right? So he was like, it was like a manhunt for him, and it lasted several days. I seen a man matching Dorner's car. They were like looking for him down by Mexico. So it ended, dude,
in a shootout.
A mountain.
At the OK Corral.
At a mountain cabin, bro. And they initially tried to get the dude out with tear gas and he wouldn't come out. And then they used pyrotechnic tear gas canisters and they caught fire and they burned the place down.
Oh, they did the old Waco. His body
got smoked, bro.
They did the old Waco technique right there. Ain't that what they did in Waco, man? They dropped those canisters and they caught fire to the building, and yeah, it tends to happen a lot when
they said that he killed himself. They said that the cause of death was a single gunshot wound to the head. Now, me and you got to dive into this, bro, because I remember when the whole thing was going on, that this was the first thing that I was watching unfold on the news that I was like, yo, there's something way wrong about this. Like every step of the way.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's obvious, you know, I mean, that you look at that just on the basis of what you just read. I mean, it's obvious he got fired, and you can say it's not obvious, but it is obvious that he got fired because he ratted. You know, they look at it as ratting on their end. I look at it, he did what a cop's supposed. Cops are supposed to be rats. We pay them to be rats. You know what I'm saying? Cops are supposed, the only people who are supposed to rat are cops. They're supposed to be rats. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tell on people, grab people for doing the wrong thing, and then bring them in front of a judge and tell on them. That's what a cop's supposed to do. You know, really, that's not even ratting. That's their job. The only ones who really rat are the criminals. Or just people who are tattletales. Like to tell on people that have nothing to do with them.
Wear your mask, Gary.
You know, little tattletales. There's a lot of those around. You know, that's because people just too busy looking at fucking what everybody else is doing.
I know.
Not worried enough about themselves. But you know what, brother? I don't care. And that's why I love you, because I know that you don't care.
I think that should be the title of the episode. We don't care.
Just know that here at Rated G, we don't care. People, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. Listening to us talk garbage and dive deep into the depths of nowhere and come up with nothing. but make it sound somehow like we said something very smart and very intelligent. I had a dude once say to me, I believe everything you say, dude. And I was like, that's a scary thing, dog. I don't believe 90% of the things I say. I don't agree with any of the shit I say. Sometimes I think I'm going to cancel myself. I feel like one day, it's like a fight going on, you know? I feel like one day my intellectual side of my brain is just going to cancel me. And I mean, just count's going to come up and be like, eh. And I'm just going to shut down. That's all it's going to be. Just a pause. You'd be like, G, and I'm just going to shut down.
I'm going to be like, yo, Sam.
You'd be calling Sam. You'd
Sam,
come out the back,
Sam, get your dad off the show, bro. Get your dad off the show. You're on.
Oh, you just get, yeah. Well, fuck it. If anyone's going to fill my shoes, he can definitely do it. You got bigger feet than me.
Rated S.
All right, my brother. I want to thank you, man. I got to get off to the show. We have Jim Florentine here tonight and tomorrow.
Not on the podcast, but just at the show.
At the show, not on the podcast. Actually, I'm going to try to get him on the podcast. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to see what's up. You know, I mean, you know, he took me to dinner once, so we already have whatchamacallit?
Herpes.
Herpes. Throw on your side. You know, it's funny. I always look at the time and I see that we have like at least like 10 minutes left. And that's when I start saying goodbye, because I know it's never just goodbye. It's always like we start to say goodbye and then we get to some stupid shit. But I do. I do have to go to the show, man. I want to thank y'all for listening. And I want to thank our listeners like Self and my boy Mark and my boy Peter George and my daughter and all the listeners out there who listen to every episode since I started, man, and since me and Brian got together. And those that reached out to me to tell Brian to have a happy birthday, but it was after your birthday. Okay, but I hope it was happy. You got to do some push-ups, man, and some curls, man. Work with those arms, dude. You got flabby fucking arms like a fat lady, man. Cut it out.
Not flabby.
I don't know why I said fat lady, because fat dudes have flabby arms too. Yeah, look at that. You're like one of those fucking cartoons. You make a muscle and it drops into a U. You want to be the cartoon dude where you make a muscle like that. Where you make a muscle and you see a fucking battleship. That's what you want. See, that's battleship arms. Look at those fucking ripped arms, man. Ain't no baggy shit. I'm 51, ain't no baggy. Look at that. Doesn't even move, son. Come on, man. Guns. All right, baby. That's another episode of Rated G. We want to thank you for hanging out. And hopefully we see you again next time, man. God willing, we'll make it through another day. Peace.
Peace.
We need your help. Things have been so boring, bland. We need some change.
Please.
I think I got something for you guys. Try this.
Girl, this works. Thank you so much.
And you can keep that.
That makes sense.
I mean, yeah, we did the thing with the